glitch was crazy, but it wasn't the weirdest glitch we've seen in NBA history. Because at number 3, we have this clip of LeBron dunking, but wait, look in the background. That looks like LeBron to me. At number 2, we have Russell Westbrook, who gets fouled going in for the layup. He is angry, smacks the ball so hard that it disappears. Like, seriously, where did it go? And number 1 is actually unreal. I can't believe this happened. Paul George scores, and when he lands, his number changes from number 13 to number 14. That's just creepy. And that's why
too many people are living in the matrix and just sleepwalking through life. Life is meant to be lived and experienced, not slept through. We're on this earth for such a short amount of time. We're like a bleep in existence, and you're worried about what so-and-so's gonna think. You gotta snap out of it. It's 6 a.m., I gotta wake up. It's 5 p.m., I gotta stop working. It's Friday night, I gotta go out. It's Sunday, I gotta relax. High school's over, gotta go to college. It's the holidays, gotta see family. Been working 2 straight weeks, I gotta take a break. Can't work too much. Says who? Society? If you follow society's rules, you'll end up like them, which is mostly broke, stressed, frustrated, and discouraged. Do you know you better than anybody else.
It was 24 hours to a day. So they tell you you're supposed to sleep what?
8 hours.
And so now you got how many left?
16.
And then you're supposed to work what?
8 hours.
And now you got what left?
8 hours.
You haven't cooked. You haven't got dressed. You haven't said hello to the children. You got sleep deprivation. That's how they get you. Sleep deprivation. That's why the rich folks, you better not try to call their house after 8 o'clock at night. They sleep. You work midnight, what they call the midnight shift?
Graveyard shift.
What graveyard mean what?
Death.
Death, okay, death. Why? 90 minutes after the sun go down, your brain get recharged. After midnight, the charging stops. If you're not home by midnight, you turn into a what? Pumpkin? What's the only part of your body look like a pumpkin? Your fucking head pumpkin.
We are live walking through the Matrix. This is all a simulation. Look at the stadium. We're out here at Cricket Stadium.
None of that.
Yes, indeed. This trophy has been created everywhere we're at, affecting energy, frequency, and vibration. Cricket is no different.
All a game. It's a thought experiment. We're in the Matrix. Which were some of the last words spoken by 33-year-old Aaron Valenti before her mysterious death in October 2019. Aaron Valenti was a CEO of a web development company and an outspoken activist against human trafficking. On the week of October 1st, 2019, Aaron flew from Salt Lake City to LA to attend a 3-day workshop for entrepreneurs. A few days later, Aaron flew to Silicon Valley to visit some old friends. Then on October 7th, Aaron made a series of phone calls to her husband and her mother. They reported her as being out of character. She was talking fast and not making much sense. They took turns talking to her that night until midnight, when suddenly all the calls started going to voicemail. And that was the last they ever heard from her. Until 5 days later, when she was found dead in the back seat of her rental car. There is no signs of physical assault, and there were no drugs found in her system. In February of 2020, a cause of death was finally identified. According to the autopsy report, her death was due to natural causes after an acute manic episode. But some people believe there is more to this story surrounding her mysterious death. And why did she say?
Recently leaked top...
Is this proof that we live in a simulation? Pay very close attention to this guy's jersey. The number on the back of his jersey goes from 18 to a question mark and a J to 21. I don't believe this is some sort of optical illusion either, because clearly it isn't 18 here, then question mark J, and then 21. Many people point to videos like this as proof that the simulation is completely real, and many scientists believe that there's a 50-50 chance that we are currently living in a simulation of some sort. So is this just some lag or coding in the simulation? Or is there another way to explain what exactly is going on in this video? Have you ever witnessed anything like this before? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like and follow for more creepy content.
You think this reality is real and not an illusion. Watch this.
We're living in a light matrix, which is a shadow of a much higher dimension. But the smaller you go, the more weird things get. We find that particles transphase in and out of existence, and they go to different dimensions. We even know now that some of our synapses of our thoughts in our brain phase out of this dimension and they go somewhere else, and then they come back again. And this has all been tracked and traced through the understanding of quantum mechanics and quantum physics. The biggest way that we made a model of this is we figured out how to create something called quasi-crystals. Now, these quasi-crystals are these multi-dimensional crystals. We actually created an 8th dimensional quasi-crystal, and then from that 8th dimensional quasi-crystal casts a shadow of itself down to a 4th dimensional quasi-crystal, which then casts down a shadow which creates a sphere. So we know that the universe is most likely the shadow of a higher dimension.
You put a bunch of flies in a container and you close the lid. You leave those flies in the container for like a day, 2 days, and you take the lid off. Those flies will never try to go above where the lid was ever again. So there's like an illusionary lid. And that's how humans are. Like if you literally just look in traffic, there's an emergency lane and we've been taught, no, you can't drive there. No one draws outside the lines. No one drives outside the lines. And that's just a perfect fucking example. It's us sacrificing our autonomy, which is like your ability to self-govern, which is like your ability to create your reality, your ability to make your own rules, right? We're sacrificing that because our lack of awareness that we've been put into a fucking box.
Another example of something that can seem to break reality and give you a headache at the same time. CCTV cameras in this building caught this man going up the stairs, yet still what happens next is a pure glitch in the matrix. He accidentally walked below the tiles on the floor. This is impossible, but we saw it happen for ourselves and was caught on camera. The man in the video also realized for himself what just happened. He walks backwards and tries it again. Did he just break all the rules of science right before our eyes?